Hey, hi, hello. My name is Emery. I work, travel, and live on board yachts. I've been helping people get into this nomadic industry for a few years now and decided to create a free mini course about the basics of the yachting industry, the bad side of the industry, and the good side. So if you are interested in this career, you can make an informed decision about whether or not this job is for you. So with that being said, let's jump into part one of the course. Welcome to my course on getting started in the yachting industry. As a college graduate and D1 athlete, I know what it's like to have a passion for adventure and a desire to explore new opportunities. After graduating, I was determined to find a way to travel the world and experience all that life has to offer. And of course, that's when I found yachting. With the help of a family friend who shared her experiences and knowledge about the yachting industry, I was able to navigate the certification process that it took to be able to work on yachts before you can even start looking for a job. We sat down together and built a winning CV, which literally just means resume. She coached me on what to expect as a beginner, how to interview, and where to find a job. But most importantly, she provided me the information to make sure that this industry was a good fit for me. Now I want to pay it forward and be that guiding force for others trying to figure out if this industry is a good fit for them. Through this course, I will share my tips, tricks, and insights to help beginners get a better understanding of the yachting industry and start their own journey towards a fulfilling career on the ocean. So without further ado, join me on this exciting adventure and let's explore the world of yachting together. What is a yachty? Before we dive into understanding the positives and negatives to this job, let's define what a yachty is. A yachty is someone who works on not only yachts, but I would also say sailboats and catamarans as well. Technically, people have used the term when talking about crew that just work on super yachts. However, I find it to be a versatile term for anyone who works on a luxury vessel. 9 times out of 10, it is someone who also lives and travels with the vessel. This yachty lifestyle has you traveling with luxury vessels to ensure it's clean, running smoothly, and guests who come on board are tended to. Being a part of such an industry has been extremely secretive in the past. It still is an industry that a lot of people don't know about, but even if they do, it's from watching the reality TV series Below Deck. Because this job has you working with high clientele, discretion has always been the MO when working on these vessels. However, with social media, I wanted to show people, especially my age, that there are incredibly unique and rewarding jobs out there other than the typical office jobs that most high school or college graduates get into. I wanted to be a part of this industry because I wanted to work and travel. I wanted to see the world. I wanted to experience new cultures and meet different people from all over the world. And believe me when I say I have done all of that and more in just a few years. There are many different jobs that you can do on board a luxury vessel, but when you are starting out as a greenie, you'll most likely be starting out on the exterior as a junior deckhand or on the interior as a junior steward or stewardess. When you're considering a job in the yachting industry, it's important to know the different types of yachts that are out there. So let's talk about some of the most popular types of vessels in the yachting industry. Let's start with one of the most infamous vessels, motor yachts. These are vessels that are powered by engines or even jets rather than sails. They really come in a variety of different sizes, from weekend cruisers to mega super yachts. And when I say super yacht, I mean yachts that are almost like 600 feet or 182 meters in length. Motor yachts are a great option for people who really just want to get to their end destination quickly and comfortably without having to worry about if there's wind or bad weather, really. Next up, we have sailing yachts. And I'm sure you can guess, these are powered by sails. I've never worked on a sailboat personally, but I think it'd be a wonderful experience. They usually do have motors, but they're not designed for speed or performance. They're really just there to keep you moving if there's no wind. These types of vessels usually have a little bit more laid back programs than motor yachts do. But like I said, even with motor yachts, they come in a variety of different sizes and styles, from classic wooden sailboats to more modern sailboats. If you're looking for something a little more low-key and specialized, then you should definitely consider catamarans. These types of vessels have 2 hulls instead of 1. They're great for cruising in shallow waters and anchoring in really secluded bays. You see them all over the Bahamas because they're great explorer vessels for the islands. I generally see catamarans used more for specialized charters, specifically like scuba diving charters in the Bahamas or exploring different islands in the Caribbean. Expedition yachts. I've always wanted to work on an expedition yacht. So these are actually very similar to motor yachts, but sometimes they're a little bit more sturdy and durable. A lot of expedition yachts that go up to Scandinavia or the North Pole, let's say, may have designed into the bow an icebreaker. They're just capable of a lot more, like challenging seas or conditions. They're available for very specialized charters as well, and even used for a lot of Nat Geographic research. So that's just a brief overview of the different types of vessels that are in this industry. As a new crew member coming into the yachting industry, I think it's super important that you know the different types of vessels out there, because each type of vessel usually has its own unique characteristics and requirements. Like, for example, sailboats might require you to have actual sailing experience. You can't just hop on there. So it's definitely worth researching and knowing the different types out there. It's always fun to brag about the 200-meter yacht that you work on. But what's more important is the program. So let's move on to the next chapter. That's it for part 1. I really hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new that you didn't know about the yachting industry. In the next part, we're going to be discussing one of the hottest topics I get asked, so I'll see you over there.